We have 18 minutes. I might pause it at some point.
Yeah. Definitely get you to it. They're riding out. They're gonna talk.
Yes. I do appreciate that John would parlay with a psychopath. To be fair, he doesn't really know how non-parlayable Ramsay is.
He's not really good at parlay either.
John?
No.
Has John failed at it? I don't know. John talked down Mance. He's bluffed his way to advantage before.
That's true. He's been noble to a fault with people who care about that.
With non-psychopaths. Oh, Lord. So there we have on screen the small John Umber and what's his face Karstark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How much does it suck to be those actors? I feel because you're following the guy that played Great John was one of the highlights of season 2.
Now make this bloody tough.
And Rickard Karstark was pivotal and central.
Rage.
And here's his boy.
Yeah.
He's your boy.
Yeah.
Nothing.
The face.
You don't have the horses, and you don't have Winterfell. Why lead those poor souls into slaughter? There's no need for a battle. Get off your horse.
So you're looking at half of that guy's poker face right there.
I'm still so mad that he beat Stannis the way he did. Garbage.
The North known for its mighty cavalry horde.
Thousands of men don't need to die. Only one of us.
According to the books and forums, Boltons have 6,000 men, right? How many horses would that be in a traditional? You wouldn't have more than a quarter of your men on horse, would you?
A tenth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That a quarter is high medieval.
If you're horse heavy. Yeah.
If your horses are heavy.
The way people in the north talk about you, you're the great swordsman who ever walked. Maybe you are that king. Maybe not. I don't know if I'd beat you, but I know that my army will beat yours.
He's not wrong.
6,000 men you have.
Spoiler: his army does beat his.
Half that. Not even.
Aye, you have the numbers. When your men want to fight for you, when they're here, you wouldn't fight for them.
Yes. Unfortunately, because of bad writing. This episode angers me so much.
He's good. Very good. Tell me, will you let your little brother die because you're too proud to surrender?
Jonathan Van Ness calls him evil Elijah Wood, and I can't unsee it.
It's delightful. Ah, yes. Proof that we have Rick on. Here is a wolf head. It is not anywhere near a dire wolf head, which would be the size of a man's chest. It fits in a pouch.
Backpack.
That is a dog. Dire wolf.
Yeah,
It should be the size of a horse.
Full grown.
It should be a horse's head.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That led the entire internet and Game of Thrones subreddits to wild speculations. Look, and
You can't lift that with one hand.
They're look how there's the head is next to the scroll. The sides, obviously, the Umbers aren't going to turn coat.
Not done.
It would be really well done writing, really good poetic justice.
You're all fine-looking men.
No.
My dogs are...
The size is really inconsistent. Maybe it's hard to do the Hobbit sizing trick with dogs.
I wonder which parts.
Speaking of evil Elijah Wood.
Your eyes.
Perhaps.
Your balls. We'll find out soon. In the morning, then. Bastard.
You're also a bastard. I guess that's part of the books, though. He calls him bastard in the letter.
Come and see, bastard. Come and see.
But it is the battle of them. Bastards come, a battle of.
They weren't calling it then.
Do you file this under B for bastard or the T for the battle of the bastards? Or is it just battle of the bastards? Is there a thought? I don't know.
Only the battle. The rumble in the jungle.
You're wrong. His men do want to fight for him. They want to learn how to do phalanx formations overnight for him.
Oh yeah, that's what they're doing right now. Yes, just so I say.
Training how to be hoplites.
You don't even see them switch from kite shields to tower shields. The Boltons are always riding around with these little triangle shields on their back. At no point do you see a tower shield. That I would take that as a hint.
I want to see like the part of the battle where like John's army's looking at them coming out with these giant shields. They're like, what are those?
What are those?
Oh, they don't even know how to use those. We fought alongside the Boltons and in House Mormont.
None of them have the left arm strength to use that.
We were in the last war with these guys. They use these little kite shields. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Oh, marching around with coffee tables on their arms.
They're just like, did they spend the last 6 months just training how to do a giant? What are they going to hold them in a wall? Let's take these punks.
I want to come in.
Like, what's with the cosplay convention? What's with the LARPers? The Greek LARPers over there, pretending to be unsullied. Excellent.
So you've met the enemy? Drawn up your battle plans?
Aye.
You've known the space of a single conversation. You and your trusted advisors, and you sit around making your plans on how to defeat a man you don't know.
Make your
lived with him.
plans.
I know the way his mind works. I know how he likes
I do
to
appreciate
hurt
this.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Did it ever once
I wish this paid off more.
I might have some insight.
She doesn't really get any
You're right.
credit or oomph because of it.
He's going to fall into a trap he won't. He's the one who lays traps.
He's overconfident.
He plays with people. He's far better at it than you. He's been doing it all his life.
Aye, what have I been doing all my life? Playing with broomsticks. I've fought beyond the wall against worse than Ramsay Bolton. I've defended the wall from worse than Ramsay Bolton.
You don't know him.
All right, tell me.
I sort of like the idea. It sort of goes to yeah, Ramsay's not supernatural. He's not. He's just a man, and he's somehow more disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's a cool theme. I've seen it done a couple times with like Torchwood did one like that, where like they fight extraterrestrials and they fight demons. But this one episode about cannibals, which are people,
Yeah.
was the most horrifying.
Well,
I like
the
that. It's a neat thing.
Walking Dead. The governor and
Negan
Negan are worse than
What should
the
I do
zombies.
differently?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about battles. Just don't do what he wants you to do.
That's good advice.
I think that's obvious.
Actually,
It's great advice, John.
That's what you do.
Not to attack Winterfell until we had a larger force, or is that obvious
When will
too?
we have a larger force? We've pleaded with every house that'll have us. The Blackfish can't help us. We're lucky to have this many men.
It's not enough.
I do
No,
like
it's
her-
not enough.
her-
It's what we have.
pink lip gloss.
That'll look sharp.
Game face.
It's like war paint. They don't have woad. They have pink lip gloss.
If Ramsay wins, I'm not going back there alive. Do you understand me?
I won't ever let him touch you again.
Was John better with hair falling down in front rather than pulled back in a tight knot?
No.
Does it show that he's more uptight and conservative now? Is he, now that he's been killed and brought back, is he more held back from losing?
I loved his resurrection makeover. He got a little beard trim, and she threw the beard clippings in the fire.
He got the Queer Eye guys to come by.
He did.
And Tan French was like, fucking French, tuck that shirt, John.
Clean up, yeah.
You got brought back to life.
You gotta get with it. If you're gonna be leading people, you
Oh,
gotta
I
look the
love
part.
it. Yes. Give me an episode. Someone give me an episode of Queer Eye coming in and giving John the post-resurrection makeover.
Stannis himself.
Oh, that'd be fucking amazing.
It's strongly implied.
He lifted me up and made me something. But he had demons in his store.
Meanwhile, these bros.
Things.
Saw these demons.
More Davos and Tormund.
No, it's a manner of speaking. Not actual demons.
You love that cunt, Stannis, and
I loved the man he burned. Mans didn't have demons in his skull. He didn't torture people or listen to some red witch. I believed in him. I thought he was the man to lead us through the long night. But I was wrong, just like you.
That's a good parallel.
Mhm.
Mistake, believing in kings. Jon Snow's not a king.
You don't see a lot of the. I mean, Tormund would be the hand, right? Of
Yeah.
Lance.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of like the number twos talking.
Mhm.
It's a cool moment.
Yeah.
Sleep tonight before a fight. You want some? I have a jug of sour goat's milk. Strong as any of it.
Sour ghost milk.
Twats like sucking on. Well, thanks. It does sound delicious, but I better keep a clear head.
I forgot it's the same campsite that
I
Stannis
never
used.
sleep the night before
They
battle.
mentioned that.
Yeah.
It's a great way of
How-
reusing filming locations.
How convenient.
We're gonna save several $1,000s
Did
on
they
rent
use
there.
did they use the same campsite that Ramsay's 20 good men snuck into? Because
It happened.
should he not have done that?
It again. Always a good plan.
Fantastic.
Flaming horse running through camp ruins your night.
What a shit way to get rid of Stannis. Oh, we have 6,000 men. What happened? Well, these 20 guys came in and burned our hay. So we're done.
Game over.
Like you do.
I'm not a soldier.
Any advice?
Don't lose.
No, wasn't she making the case that she should have been at the Battle of Blackwater?
Absolutely.
And
She said it would have been different.
would have been different. And now she's like, bro,
It's just snow here. I got nothing.
Can't help
I got
you.
nothing.
What was she gonna do? What was she gonna do in the Blackwater?
She implied she would control the wildfire.
Right, that she didn't know was.
No.
So like, she has no idea what fire
Nope.
thing. Ramsay, maybe his kite shields have fire. Like, she doesn't have any idea.
Nope.
Interpret his signs.
Maybe this is just her shaken to her core, having lost her faith still.
It is that, yeah.
But she still
Major-
she
major
brought John
self-doubt.
back to life. So like, I don't know.
How did I bring you back?
I don't know what they're gonna do with her in the last season.
I have no power.
She's just gonna show up in the last episode, and Arya's gonna be like, "Oh, I have to kill you."
Yeah. List. Because there's all these other priests now running around.
Yeah, the one in Mereen for no reason.
Yeah, Kinvara and Varys are a good rivalry thing.
Which
I'm not needed for this war.
did we need that?
Not really.
No.
No.
Did we need anything that happened in Marine this season?
Marine is like Emperor grad school.
It's where good characters go to die. It's where like it's where Tyrion goes and he's no longer interesting. His line is "I drink and know things."
It is a good line, but yeah.
It's a terrible line compared to like his character, his old. I don't know. Well, compare the lines. I'm gonna paraphrase it. You know, a mind needs a book like a sword needs a whetstone. Compared to "I drink and know things."
Well, George Martin wrote the one.
That's fair. Oh, and here's where we get sad Davos, who finds in the middle of a frozen wasteland one burned wooden stag,
He has a strong affinity for his own handicrafts.
which is by the way, great spot check.
Yep.
And symbolism. The
Yep.
burned stag, obviously. It's
Yep.
wonderful. Best house sigil? I think best house sigil. Stag. Weapons, but also noble, and it wears literally it has a crown. I got it. The stag, and Stannis specifically was a burning heart with a stag in it. In other words, a flaming heart inside of a flaming heart.
Puns.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Yeah. In the first episode, they don't linger on the symbology of the direwolf and the stag killing each other.
No.
In the book text, they linger on it. I mostly don't compare the show to the book. I want them to do different things.
That's
But
a
they
fucking
but they mention with the puppies, like, this is the symbol of your house. You can't kill them. Like, oh, the stag is also the symbol of the king's house.
If only we knew some other house.
That's awkward.
That's also here. Can't put this one together. Yeah, I like how Ned misses that in the first episode. And John's like, hey, you know that fucking banner
It's
you
on
have
the
hanging
flags.
everywhere? Just saying.
Wait. Back to Mereen?
You were making jokes about my height, I seem to recall.
Theon?
Why is this here?
Everyone who makes a joke
I guess-
about height
I mean, Tyrion's here because all dwarves are bastards in their father's eyes, as he says.
Man of your stature, someone to look up.
Jen makes much of the lesbian handshake that happens here and the like deep lesbian stare. She thinks it's one of the most powerful emotional moments.
I can see that.
Imagine we would have murdered the Stark boys if things had been going.
So I'm glad that scene exists, but it doesn't belong in this episode.
No. No, this isn't the Mereen of the bastards.
Still alive.
The handshake of the lesbian Colin. No.
Knowing
Yes.
who you were. But then we all lived.
Although I mean, I don't know how I feel about Yara, Asha Yara, because she had a character in the first 4 seasons, and her character was a lesbian, and now her character is she's a lesbian, and I'm like, there used to be more to you. It's
Yeah.
almost what they did to Loris, where he was a
Yeah.
character who was gay, and then in the last like couple seasons, he's like, I'm the gay character.
Yep.
Our uncle Euron returned home after a long absence.
Like, this isn't Friends.
He would have murdered us if we stayed.
It's interesting that they're flanking, not in the middle. It's a weird configuration of the room.
We do. And both murdered by a usurper as well. Well, there's shit to be in it.
It's the former master's route.
What's the point of Tyrion's
Barely.
like little patterning?
There
It's
are
not
more
studded
than
leather.
ships in Iron Fleet.
It's just like-
There are.
It's like studded leather.
It's like no, it's like Braille. He's got Braille armor.
Before we bring it. He also wants to give you.
His big cock. I think he's it. You're on.
People hate Show Euron so much, and I love Show Euron so
And I
much.
imagine you're offering.
People are like, he's such a bro, and I'm like, he's such a bro. Who do you bring in for your villain
There's an important place
to
for that.
top?
It's an important place. For
You're
that.
never gonna get someone that lives up to book Euron. You're never gonna get that. Maybe Ian McShane, but instead you cast him as random dude that dies for no reason. So like book Euron, you can't do.
No,
So what do? You go for
he's not going to be that terrifying.
you go for frat bro Euron.
Absolutely.
He's delightful.
He fills a great niche.
It's-
There's
it's-
Cersei and Qyburn and Zombie Mountain and Night King and Euron.
it's pro wrestling is what it is. You can't
It's
have
another extended shot of Yara's butt in the very center of the screen.
Mm.
There it is again.
yes,
Yep.
delightful. You can't do pro wrestling. You can't have 5 Andre the Giants, right? You need to have a chicken shit. You need to have a Ric Flair, and Euron is absolutely the wheeling, dealing, limousine riding, kiss stealing son of a gun. Oh man, Euron is Ric Flair.
No more reaving, roving, raiding.
Somehow that is going to be the quote of my review of Battle of the Bastards. He's not even in this freaking episode.
Name's Lodge.
I have to